Hello and welcome to Hops and Bros.
And this week, yes, Noah, Brett never sleeps.
For an open window on the crowded world, Max and Chris from Hops and Brew. Welcome to Hops and Bros. Yeah.
Hello, I'm back.
No,
It's been a while.
Noah, Nathan is back. It's been a while, and I know we have a big shout out to do before we get started, but since you've been on the show, you changed everything. You're not R&D beer anymore.
Oh,
You're
that's
Nathan
right.
Does beer.
That's right.
It's old, but I want viewers to know about it, and so Nathan Does Beer is now his tag on Instagram. So if you want to follow him, it's Nathan Does Beer. It's right there. Check it out.
Thank you.
Without further ado,
Yes, so before we get into our delicious beer that we have here today, a quick shout to my friend and yours, Hillary Penny from Pretty Penny Jewelry.
Right
who
here.
you might recognize from these beautiful hot pendants that you might see around Instagram.
it's perfect, and she's a magnificent worker. You already saw her interview that we did with her, and she's doing something really cool in
Oh
Ottawa.
yeah, she is doing something really cool. And we got to hang out with her at Beau's Oktoberfest too.
Yes,
which
we
was
did.
great.
We did we were the
And we were the jungle gym for her kids
exactly
as well.
Jungle gym for kids.
Yes, and we wanted to give a quick shout out because she is doing 2 pop-ups coming up very, very shortly.
Yep.
The first one is going to be at Quatre Origines in Montreal.
Yes, exactly. Montreal.
On November 2nd?
Yes.
Is it the 2nd or the 3rd? It's whichever the Friday is.
Yeah, it's Friday because
Yeah.
the 3rd is her event.
Right. Yeah. So the Friday she'll be at Quatre Origines in Montreal, and on Saturday, which is either the 3rd or the 4th, I think it's the 3rd. She'll be at Beyond the Pale here in Ottawa.
In our hometown.
Yes, like in our hometown, she will be doing a pop-up at Beyond the Pale where she will be selling gorgeous hop jewelry just like this. So if you're in Ottawa and you've been wondering, and you've been thinking about maybe like picking this stuff up, go and check it out. She's really cool, and her jewelry is fantastic.
And it's perfect timing for probably Christmas gifts and all that stuff. It's coming up, right?
Absolutely.
And if you want to maybe have a chance to grab a beer with me, I'll be there PM, something like that. I don't know when, but I'm supposed to stop by, film a couple of things, and actually give an high five to Hillary.
Yeah, so go see Chris as well. I unfortunately won't be there. I wish I could be, but I'm going to be out of town.
Mr. Jet Set Portugal guy.
Yeah.
So sad.
Yeah,
So
sad.
Speaking of sad, this beer doesn't include lactose.
Oh, really? You're saying that's sad?
No, it's this week Nathan brought us, but it's not brought. It's
Well, I didn't really bring it. I picked it up. Our friend Noah from Beerism.ca was very kind to send us a bottle of this.
Oh yes, and it's a very special collab, right?
It is.
So Sutton Brouërie, a brewery out there in Sutton, of course. 100% Brett Brut, teamed up with Noah from Beerism for this fantastic Brett Brut IPA.
Yes.
So I'm already a big fan of Noah. I'm a sucker for what he does. We're already friends. I think Noah, we're good friends. And he's a proud member of the team No Lactose.
It's okay. I say we're still friends too, Noah, but like, come on, man, get your shit together.
So of course, Nathan, it's the first time you're drinking a beer from Sutton Brouërie.
Yes, that's right.
100% Brett in an IPA, which is brut. What are your first thoughts about it?
So my first thoughts about it is I definitely get the whole brute aspect of it, because the first thing that I notice about it is that it is intensely dry.
Yeah. Holy shit. You get on the nose, you get the nice like bready notes out of it. Not bread, but the bread, you smell it.
Absolutely.
You can almost smell the dryness of the beer.
Yeah.
And I do enjoy it because it pairs very well. The bread has kind of like a nice, not saison feel, but a nice dry
But I get what you mean by that. Like maybe not quite saison, but it's got like a farmhouse like type note to it.
Yeah.
With the whole element that the Brett brings to it.
And it brings a nice dry vibe to the beer. Fruitiness, Noah already warned us about it. The beer is already a month old. Sorry if it took that long to find it, but yeah, it's just part of unfortunate events, so we didn't get the beer in time. But I think that with Brett, you shouldn't be scared about aging it, because the Brett really acts very well with oxygen in the beer. It actually consumes it and saves it from getting oxidized. So of course the beer lost a little bit of fruitiness, but it brings out a nice bitterness that enhances the dryness of the beer, and also kind of like round things up a little bit. And obviously it's nice, it's clear. I think you get a little bit of haze out of it.
Yep, it's like you can't see through it. It's like I wouldn't call it hazy, but it gets certainly cloudy.
No, Craig won't call that easy, but he's the haze expert.
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
Haze bro. But overall, Brett never sleeps. Clocks in at 6.9%. From the Brut IPAs I've already had, it's a lot less sweeter than the other ones, which I think it's good.
Yep, I agree. And another thing that I've noted as well, and this is something that a lot of people have noted about a lot of the Brut IPAs that have come out in Ontario and Quebec so far, is that a lot of them have tasted quite boozy.
Yeah.
Even for stuff that's clocking in like between 6-7%, like it has come with like a heavy alcohol taste to it, which I don't get at all on this.
It's very well made. So I don't know, I forgot to ask Noah about it, but I think they use a little bit, like, I'm not sure if they use enzymes into it so they can break down more sugars into the beer to create a little bit more dryness. I think it's a big part that we already talked about in our latest videos about Brut IPAs. But having that angle of brewing zero plateau beer really makes every brewer, like, you know, ferment the whole sugars in there and makes it a little bit boozier. That's my theory. But again, no one here on the East Coast had probably the original Brut IPA. So
yeah,
still makes me really excited, because I think having a nice interpretation, Brett style of this actual style makes it original, and that's why I've always been a fan of Sutton Brouërie. Like, they have a Brett Porter on tap. That's, I think it's a year-round beer, Brett Pale Ale. So it makes, I think, for people that are not used to Brett, an easy getaway to enjoy Brett a lot more than, you know, a strong Brett beer that you get a lot of horse blanket and all that stuff. So I think it's a good way to get started in the style.
It's true. Brett can be pretty intense, and I remember the first Brett beer that I ever tried was exactly like you just described, really intense horse blanket, and it kind of like really like punched me right in the palate type thing, and I wasn't into it at all. Since then I've really come around on it, and I wasn't sure at first when I was hearing Brett Brut IPA how that was going to work, but I think it's come together fantastically. I think it works excellently for this style. So
I know, Noah, you probably wanked into the kettle, but I'm fine with this. It turned out really good. We don't really taste you in there, so I guess it's good. But should I have said that or not? So, of course, Beerism, go check him out. The links will be down there in the description. Go check Nathan's channel, or yeah, it's a channel at that point. You have so many great pictures out there.
Oh, thanks, man.
Great Instagram stories, so go check it out. Sutton Brouërie, if you happen to be around Sutton, you do some ski, you want to do golfing or whatever, it's a brewery, but you can also stay there, have food, but also sleep there. So it's a really nice spot to visit. It's really worth stopping by. I've stopped by every single time I went to Sutton every summertime. So go check him out. Really recommend it. Before we end the video, we'll cut really quick to me drinking lactose, because Nathan brought a bottle of lactose. I know I was promised, like it's promised to Craig. So Craig, judge this by yourself. So cheers.
Cheers.
If you want to introduce people on what I'm drinking now, because it's a Team Lactose attempt to make me switch teams.
Yes, that's right. So we were talking to Craig before, and well, when I knew I was coming over tonight, I said, you know what? I've got some lactose in my fridge. I'm going to bring it over, and I'm going to watch Chris drink it.
So we're drinking.
So here we've got cream of wheat, all wheat double IPA with lactose, a Bellwoods collab with Other Half from Brooklyn, New York.
Nathan has been a Bellwoods guy on the show. Like a lot. Like you bring a lot of Bellwoods on the show.
Yeah, it's true. The first time I was here was bringing Bellwoods on the show.
Yeah, with Milkshark and with lactose actually.
Yes, with lactose as well. Hashtag Team Lactose.
All right, so okay. Let's dive into this one. All right.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers.
All right.
Oh, that's really interesting.
It's very sweet. Like
it is quite sweet. Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, the wheat is different, eh?
Yeah, I get like a creamy mouth. Oh, okay. I think I'm having a bad reaction to lactose now. But, it's super good. It's good, but I get like the same creamy mouthfeel, or when you eat Fruit Loops.
Yeah.
You get kind of like I don't know, a weird feeling in your mouth after, like sugar sticks to like.
Yeah. No. I hear you. I get it with this too, actually. I'm almost getting the powdered sugar vibe that Noah sometimes describes with it.
I think that's what.
And I don't mean that negatively. It's like I quite enjoy this one. It's like it's got some pretty subtle fruit vibe going on. But you're right. The sweetness is pretty intense.
It's probably one of the sweetest beers, like sweetest pale beers I've had so far. I get a little bit of the bitterness, but it kind of gets smoothened down by the sweetness of the beer, which I think it's probably not what I'm used to, but you get a lot of the fruitiness from the double IPA, and then sweetness from the lactose, of course.
Yeah.
Did it change my perception of lactose into pale beers?
I'm guessing not.
Not. But still, I think Bellwoods and Bellwoods, they know their shit when they do lactose, and that's why I'm not disappointed. But it's a good beer. It's just not my thing.
And you know what? That's okay.
That's okay, because everyone's included in this fantastic family of beer.
Yep, it's exactly like you said on your Team Lactose video last week. That was perfect. Couldn't have said it better myself. Like, we joke around a lot and we give each other a lot of shit for it. Yep. But you know what? Everyone just like what you like. It's all good. Like, there's something for all of us to enjoy.
So, cheers to lactose in beer and. All right, so. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, and then subscribe to the channel because it really helps support the show, but at the same time join this fantastic community of us drinking beer. And yes, if you subscribe, I'll bring it in more often on the show.
Yep, do it. Subscribe. They've got great stuff. Watch it.
You'll be back even though they don't subscribe.
Oh, I'd love to be back.
Cheers, man.
Cheers, buddy.